Hi there, I'm Andrea Tinkey, and I am the 7th grade social studies teacher, and welcome to my classroom. So I'm going to start off by just telling a little bit about me, and then I'll talk about the class. If anybody has any questions about the class or me, just feel free to email me or give me a call, and we can chat. All right, so here we go. All right. So I am originally from Michigan, and I come from like west side of Michigan, Grand Rapids. So that's over here. In Michigan, we like to tell people where we're from on our hand because it's shaped like a hand. So I'm from Grand Rapids, or north of Grand Rapids in Rockford. I went to Grand Valley State University for undergrad, and I recently just got my master's from WGU in learning and technology. We moved here about 12 years ago when my husband got a job with Butler University. So he works in sports medicine. He's the athletic trainer for the football team, and he works with some other sports too, but football is his primary sport. We moved into Speedway about 11 years ago. We live in the Newby neighborhood, and I have two kids, Gracie and Lydia, and they both go to Newby as well. So we are, a Speedway family as well. So some of you I may have seen around town, or maybe I know you from sports or from Newby or various activities. All right, so this is my family. So my husband, Chris, and then Gracie and Lydia, and our dog, Captain. And this is Gracie. She's 10, so she's in 5th grade at Newby. She's very active in different sports. She loves to run. She plays soccer. She plays basketball. And she just loves to be involved in pretty much everything. So that's pretty cool. And it gets us involved in the community. And then this is Lydia. Lydia is 7. She's in 2nd grade at Newby. She also plays soccer, and she's very quiet at school. So if you know her from school, then she may not talk a whole lot, but she's definitely not that way at home. And I know many of you know what that's like. But she's my sweet, sassy little petite thing. But that's Lydia. And so that's just a little bit about me. And I live in the community, and I'm really close by. So if you ever need anything, just let me know. As far as the social studies this year, we are going to be learning about the Eastern Hemisphere. And so that we're going to primarily focus on Asia, Africa, and then Oceania, which is Australia and the surrounding islands. So we've got lots to cover this year. The first quarter, we are going to focus on core concepts. We're going to focus on a lot of skills and terms that will help us to understand the world as we go through the rest of the year. And so I just decided to dedicate the entire first quarter to this, especially because social studies skills are things that some students may have gotten, but a lot of students may not have many of those skills right now. So we go through that. We're going to do a project leading to the end of the quarter, which we've started talking about a little bit already. But the kids are going to be designing their own island based on the things that we're learning. So we're going to learn about the different terms of geography, which we've been doing so far with the 5 themes of geography. And then we're going to talk about government and civics, and we'll talk about economics as well. And so students will use all those things to put together to create their ideal country. And so I'm really looking forward to doing that this quarter. And then from there, we will move into ancient history. So we'll talk about Mesopotamia and Egypt. We'll talk about China and India at some point. But we'll focus on those, how societies and civilizations really got started around the Eastern world. Then we'll move into our world religions, and we may focus that on when we get into the certain regions. So like our first region that we'll actually learn about is the Middle East. And many of our religions started in the Middle East. And so we learn about religion as we learn about culture. And that's something that, is one of our major standards to learn about. And we will focus on the beliefs and the rules of those religions, and just focus on the very basics of that topic. Then we'll go through each region. So like I said, we'll start with the Middle East and North Africa, and we'll learn about the culture, we'll learn about the geography and the civics and government, as well as the economic systems for that region. And then we'll do that for each region as we move through the Eastern Hemisphere. So we'll move through Sub-Saharan Africa. We'll take a look at the history as well. We'll look at South Asia. So that's going to be India and Pakistan, Bangladesh, and that region. Then we'll move into East Asia. So China, Japan, and the Koreas. And then we'll move through Southeast Asia, and Oceania as well. So we've got a ton of ground to cover, literally. But we'll be looking at the geography, the civics and government, the history. Oh, I think I said history already. History, civics and government, geography, and economics of all of those places. So it really is a lot to cover. And I'm really excited too, because culture has finally been added to our standards too. And we always touched on culture a little bit, but it's now officially part of that. So definitely excited to incorporate more of those cultural aspects as well. So if you have any questions about any of that, please make sure to reach out. I look forward to speaking with you, and I've been having a great time teaching your kids so far, both in class and the e-learning students. And so I look forward to a really great year. And I hope that everything's going great with you guys so far too. And again, if you need anything, just let me know. All right. Talk to you later.